Hello again, back for day 2 of the Bluebell tour, and we're back at the woods, thankfully in scattered sun rather than scattered showers, but it's still better than nothing. And yeah, hopefully I can do this place justice, because out of all the local places, as I said before in the last video, this is one of the best spots for bluebells in my local area, as it's arguably one of the most clear spots there is. As always, when I'm walking in the bluebells, well, not in the bluebells, but amongst the bluebells, I always stick to the paths, be it the ones trodden by the wildlife or the actual surfaced ones like it is over there. But seeing as this one goes amongst the bluebells, I thought I'd try my luck down here, see what I can find. And that the base of that tree is actually looking quite nice, with that holly for a little bit of interest. Let's have a look to see what you can do. Will that work? Things I would like these two trees just here, but this tree that's curving over up here is putting a bit too much shadow down here, so it sort of ruins the foreground for it. But we'll proceed on. I just took a little test shot there. Yeah, let's see where this goes, and got a nice bit of deadwood in the area as well, as you might be able to see down there. Looks like it's been there a while with the amount of moss on it. Yeah, just I'll just stop here and let you have a look. I'll get down low. Just look at this. Such a lovely place. It's a shame that there's the major road in the background there with all the traffic noise, but it is what it is. Just a shame it's not in the middle of nowhere. I'll have a look down this trail, and then I'll see what I can find in this bit, and then we'll move down a bit further and have a look down there. But yeah, it's one of my favourite places for bluebells, as you might have guessed. I found my first composition here, and I'll talk you through it. Here is this, I believe, is silver birch. Is it? Might be a hazel. Anyway, this one that's bowed over like a wave. I've got that as obviously the centre piece of the picture, and this one just there, that is the right goalpost, and that bigger, not the one just there, but that one is the left hand goalpost to frame it, so it looks more like this. Wait, back it out like that. That's pretty much the shot. And yeah, I'll stick it on screen. The past month or two, I've actually been struggling to make any sort of out in the wild videos, because it's just been hard with the like the winter being just taking away all the greenery and the flowers and everything like that. And then you end up with nothing to take a picture of, and then you lose all your motivation. So you just end up with a lot of blanks to fill, but not I'm doing it because I think I need to do it. I enjoy doing it, but it's just annoying when you want to do something but you don't have anything to take a picture of or anything like that, so you just end up feeling frustrated. I'm sure a lot of people find that during the winter months, but I still have been taking pictures, but it's just making videos that I think has the quality, because I went out a few times and basically it came to nothing, and I just felt frustrated, so they just got canned. So I just ended up waiting until I was in the right frame of mind, for one thing, and also for being having something to take a picture of. If anyone is, I'm saying if anyone, probably most people have, but tell me about your winter blues photographies, stories in the comments if possible. Actually looks like I've come just about the right time, because if you look over here, all the ferns are starting to spring up, and they do grow at a hell of a rate. So because sometimes places like this, where it's not too bad right now, it can literally be a week and it's completely blocked out all the bluebells, which is unfortunate. So you have to be very quick, well, much quicker than you think you have to be anyway, because you just end up going, oh, wait until it'll come out, that more of the bluebells come out, or oh, they're not, it's looking a bit patchy still, but then the ferns come up and you've lost it. So you just got to take the chance sometimes. It's always grass is greener, really, isn't it? So yeah, back to the hunt. Right, I've seen another shot quickly while the sun's in the right place, illuminating all the actual trees I want it to. And yeah, it's looking through these silver birches, and the sunlight's picking out the first three in the sequence, and it sort of weaves back to some more in the background. I'll just spin you around. You can see it's that one, then that one behind, and then there's a few more in the dappled light that are more sort of obscure. But I think it might make a nice shot in a portrait shot orientation. So I'll just capture this. Also, it's always good to look back when you're going through stuff, because you miss tons of stuff. That's something that I've found in the past, is that you end up not looking around and you go, oh, the next time you actually go out and you could have walked past it 10 times, and it just passes you by because you just never looked over your shoulder. I would actually like to get a shot of a nice big oak, but the ones so far around here have been surrounded by other stuff at almost every angle accessible from the path, so hopefully I'll come across something of a decent size that I can make into a good photo. And it also seems to be that there's less ferns around this bit, so hopefully I'll be able to get a clearer shot in that regard as well. Just eyeing up a shot through these silver birches over here right now. I think that tilted one at the front is sort of getting in the way at the moment, so it sort of cuts into that middle silver birch a bit too much for my liking. I mean, I can move this way, but then all the stuff on them burrs from the left-hand one get in the way, so oh well. Onwards. Here's a nice open bit, and a couple of big oak trees, quite characterful ones by the look of it as well. But unfortunately we can't see that sort of stuff if we're going after the bluebell, so this bit's definitely a bit more meadowy than the parts we've been through so far. There's some of these little white flowers mixed into this bit. It's a bit harshly backlit, but this this fallen tree behind this oak, so to me looks a bit like a giant squid, like you see in the sort of pirate tale stuff. You know, you have the giant squid attacking the boat. That's what that reminds me of, like wrapping around its tentacles. I think it'll actually probably be a decent shot come the autumn, when all the colours are starting to change, and I won't have to worry about stepping on all these bluebells. Probably get a more reasonable angle on it. But I do think having the whole sort of, having the tree wrapped around, the fallen tree wrapped around the standing tree does make a good sort of interaction shot. So, moving on. I'm getting sidetracked. I think we're probably about halfway down now, but yeah, it's been better than I thought it was going to be, so he's hoping that it continues. The bluebells have certainly thinned on this bit. If you look over here, you can see it's a lot more grassy. There's a couple of far patches, but there's nothing close enough to make a decent shot. But I might actually be able to go down here to this little footpath here, go under this tree, and actually there might be a decent shot over there with that tree, with that oak, and the sort of light and dark sort of thing with the two oaks, sort of like the very gnarly one behind and then the very smooth trunk one in the front, for a bit of what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? I've lost it. Oh, I definitely lost it. Anyway, I'll frame something up here and then we'll have a look. I'll wait until that dappled light moves about a bit, so it's not shading up as much of it as it currently is, like that. There we go. Using the breeze to my advantage for once. Right, we're on our way back now, and we should get well, we're sticking on the main path this time, but we should see the bluebells start to increase again as we go further back towards the town. I've just seen quite a characterful tree, but I think it's going to have to be one for the autumn or even the summer, because I can't get a good angle on it. But it's definitely worth a nice shot at some point. It's this one that goes up like that, about 45 degrees. I don't know how it's already not fallen over, but if I can get over there towards that clump of trees, there's probably a decent shot on over there. I'm guessing the best time would probably be in the autumn, when the leaves start going a bit more grey and brown and all that sort of malarkey. So yeah, almost there. The grass is starting to get a bit more lush now, and yeah, almost back at the good bit, and then we can be on our way to the next wood and hopefully get one or two shots there, but you just don't know. It's in the process of actually being what's the word, reinvigorated, I don't know, where they're cutting down sections of it for a long-term plan, is what the thing that they've put up on the tree says, and they're doing it in sections, and this is the second section, but the first section looks like an absolute mess at the moment. There was bluebells in there, but it's basically all brambles now and nothing else, so I don't know how long it's going to take before the trees start taking over again. Probably a good decade or so, but you never know. Maybe in that time we'll start getting a decent wood back, because it's very overgrown over there. We are back amongst the bluebells now, as you might be able to see behind me, and but there doesn't seem to be much in the way of stuff that's available to get from the actual path. So there might be one shot over there that you can probably get as you walk into this place, but I will try that one, and then that will probably be my last shot before we go off to this other wood. This other wood was actually quite good a few years ago, and I got some nice shots, but it's got even more overgrown since, probably because they were going to do this work and they thought there's no point in doing it, so we'll just do nothing until we start cutting it down. Here's the last shot. You do have to get down quite low, because there's quite a low hanging branch that would get in the way of the fallen tree otherwise, but here it is. It's getting this one off here, then that is the main subject, the main oak, and then this fallen branch as the well, and possibly this to complete the scene. And at the moment, because of the time of day, it's actually got a bit of sun on this side now, so I'll give this a go, and we'll the only problem is that where the bluebells are down in the foreground is actually quite dark. So, but the thing is, with the canopy, you can't really do much about that, because it doesn't matter what time of day it's going to be, it will be in shadow most of the time. But yeah, we're with that now in the bag, we'll head off to the other wood, and I might actually have a couple more shots to take on the way home, but I don't know what the weather might be doing. Looks like it will be holding up for now, but obviously as time passes it's less than I thought. Today was actually going to be quite rainy, but no, it's a lot more clear than I thought it was going to be. But I hope you enjoyed that wood.